When it comes to growing hydroponically, managing your nutrient solution is something you're going to want to master. In traditional agriculture, all of the nutrients the plants need are in the soil. Here, we have no soil, so we have to figure out which nutrients the plants need and at which ppms, or parts per million. Figuring out which nutrients the plants need is easy. Most plants have the same macro and micronutrient requirements, and the ppms will be determined by which kind of plant you're growing. For example, a full-grown tomato plant's nutrient uptake is going to be different than that of a head of lettuce. There are many premix products out there on the market, such as the Botanicare line that we use here in all of our smaller systems and propagation. However, it is more cost-effective for us to mix our own nutrients for our large systems. To help guide us in making nutrient recipe decisions, we often reference Lynette Morgan's book, Hydroponic Salad Crop Production. This is one of the many growing guides we carry here at FarmTech. So, to show you an example of what a recipe looks like, this is our summer leafy green recipe. Over here you'll see a list of all the nutrients we are using. These are going to be the macro and micros. The macros are going to be the nutrients that are heavily used by the plant, like the nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and any of them that you see on here with the large numbers. Your micronutrients are going to be things like boron, zinc, iron, manganese, all of these ones with the small numbers. But don't be fooled by the small amount that is required. The micronutrients are just as important as the macros. The ppms, or parts per million, is just a measurement of the concentration of each nutrient we want to have in our solution. It is equivalent to milligrams per liter. And up here, we have this recipe calculated out for a 25-gallon stock solution. So this is the literal amount of grams we'll weigh out for each nutrient. One very important step in making your own concentrated stock tanks is to have two separate tanks, a part A and a part B. You cannot just throw all these nutrients in the same stock tank, because if the calcium and the sulfates are in the same tank together in that high of concentration, they will bind together, creating insoluble calcium sulfates, which will precipitate out, and that'll just result in an unbalanced nutrient solution. So when weighing everything out, be sure to keep your buckets separate. We have the red lids for stock A and blue lids for B. We store all of our nutrients in these sealed containers over here. The heat and humidity can have negative effects to nutrients, so we're sure to store it in a cool, dry room. Okay, let's get this weighed out and up to the greenhouse. Everything weighed out, we're ready to put it into our stock tanks. We already have the tanks filled up about halfway with water. Things don't dissolve the best in cold water, so we try to let most of the water warm up a bit in the greenhouse before mixing. You can just mix everything with a stick of some sort. We use this paint mixer on the end of our drill just to make sure that everything is dissolved. everything mixed, we're good to go. We can set our nutrient level at the target number, and the dosers will kick on and pull the nutrients up out of the tanks as needed to ensure that the plants are getting optimal solution at all times. Thanks for watching, and check back for more videos.